Hello, welcome to Create to Make. I'm Paul. So you may have seen a previous video of me making this laser bigger. Unfortunately, because it's a diode laser, it's slow. It's good for if you don't want to rush. It's good, but it's slow in what it does. And I've had this for about 4 years, maybe 5 years now. Now, I thought it was maybe time to upgrade to a different laser. So this video is just me taking this apart and unbox the new laser and see how it works. It's good, and it does actually do good stuff. If you look, the detail is really good, and basically the power difference is totally different. I've got to learn how to use the co2 laser. Obviously I've got some advice from friends, and I've watched a couple of YouTube videos just to make sure I'm making the right choice. Okay, so that's the old one taken out. So this is a Omtech laser. They didn't supply it, but I'm going to kind of do an unboxing and a kind of review as I go. And then after a while I'll do a proper review, because I've got to learn how to use it. So we've got Jubilee clip for the dust port, USB cable, mains cable, a dongle, so USB cable, put it over there, mains cable, standard kettle type lead, some double-sided sticky tape, I think. I'm not sure. Now, from a couple of videos I've watched, I'm thinking this is actually the height where you actually set the focus point of your laser, and this is, don't know, but I'm sure it's there for a reason. Okay, so there's no damage lock, so that's good. And it is wrap it on. Okay, so while we've got it this way around, we've got a socket. I've got the water pipes here. I've got smoke outlet here. These are for the water pump, but from what I've heard, it's they're not very good. So yeah, they're not very good. So not to use it, use a separate plug. Plus you're taking power off what's already in here, so yeah, it's a waste of time actually using that. So as I said, as it's this way around, I want to be nosy. I want to make sure everything is as it should be. So we take out the screw. So it's basically saying here they've tested it before it's been sent out, and it's also saying don't engrave metallic surfaces with this machine. So just so you know. Alright, so yeah, I'm not really going to do anything here. I'm just looking because kind of interested. We have a mirror here. So the laser shoots onto the mirror, then goes in. Okay, I've got paper on here, which obviously I'm going to have to remove to take it off, but at least it's protected. So let's see, we have more packing. Obviously you don't want this lot moving around. So lots of packing, keeping this all in place. And this, from what I can guess from watching a couple of other videos, is going to be the water pump. Obviously that goes in there, it goes at the bottom of a bucket and then pumps around the tube, because the tube is going to get warm, so it's best to keep it cooled. Later on I'll probably get a chiller, but at the moment, for what I'm actually doing, a bucket full of DI water is going to be ideal. We have a hose pipe, which is actually a metal foil type. So that's good. And obviously the fan is actually built into the back, so and it's handy. Okay, so what I'm going to start with is I'll put the pump in. I'll show you the bubbles in the tube. Not the easiest thing to get out, that's for sure. Takes a bit of moving the unit on its end sometimes. Maybe it's because the pump's not strong enough, or I don't know. But obviously I'm new to this. It's important not to have bubbles in there. So I'll show you the bubbles here. Okay. So we've got some bubbles in the airline and the water pipe, and it's just a case of trying to bleed them out. Trying to get no air bubbles in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plug in the USB cable. So computer's not on at the moment. I'm going to put it into USB 3 because it's faster, and then the USB socket is there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just plug that in. So it's all plugged in there now. So that's the control board. There's obviously the smaller one that I hear about. So there's not much in it. So you've got the laser power supply there. So I'm going to take this off and peel the backing off. Okay, so turn it on and it should reference. So over here you've got two limit switches, one on the X and one on the Y. So they each go reference against the switch and it knows where it is now. So the way it works is you have a mirror on the end of the tube, the beam hits the mirror, comes over to this mirror, and then it hits another mirror, which then sends it down. And then you've got in here you've got a focus lens as well. So basically it's now ready, and you should be able to use it. But obviously I've got to test it. But before I do that, I think I need to remove all this blue stuff. Okay, underneath that plate is a sprinkler. If you want to, you can put things below it. And I'm just going to so I've turned it off. So yeah, basically it's 6mm because these two, I've got two boards and it's 3mm ply, so 6mm is, so that plus 6 is 57mm. So yeah, need to put a magnet on it, I think, so I don't lose it. Okay, so I'm ready to give it its maiden voyage, as it's. So with this laser, I'm actually taking the advice of what I've seen on YouTube already, and that is to use Inkscape and another program which is K40 Whisperer. Obviously I've got to learn how to use these because I've never used them before in my life. So should be interesting. So I've already made this SVG file up and hoping it's going to work. So I won't go through So it's been a couple of weeks since I've had this, well, about 3 weeks now. I thought I'd kind of wait to do a little bit of a review rather than doing it all at one time. The start was these, basically my logo and a little key ring for my wife. So yeah, so that was the start. So obviously this is it's so kind of, the detail is so good, and it doesn't necessarily overburn, which is what I found with the old dia laser. There's a Hamza and acrylic. I'm making a new sign for my house, and basically I cut these out to use as a sign, but they ended up being a template really. So that's a good thing about it, is you can cut things out as a template and keep them for a later use. The finish on the edge is a flame finish, so the quality is really good and it looks really good. Also, I've tried some mirror acrylic and kind of did a Christmas ornament. The cutting of these are quick. Basically for each piece of that was less than a minute, and that was not a very high power either. So I'm really loving the cutting feature. It's definitely a game changer. So here's another Christmas ornament. Basically that shape took less than 2 minutes, and it needs a little bit of a sand because I had the power too high, but 2 seconds with a sander and that's done. So it is really good. I also tried some 6mm ply, and I kind of designed this tablet stand, and I got inspired by one of the others and went, I can do that. So I kind of designed it and it fits nicely, and it packs away quite nicely and can go in a drawer. So that is a good thing to have, and the angle and everything is just right. So yeah, as I said, I'm really happy with it, and I should have done it sooner. It is blown away with how fine the detail is, and it's chalk and cheese. The speed of this is just phenomenal. I'm still learning, so it's still kind of some time to go, but the fact of I'm going to keep both lasers, because I've put the other one on a board so I can store it away somewhere, but if I need to do a larger piece, it will come in handy to do that. This is more for, well, it's 320 by 200, so it does make a difference. So yeah, that's all I can say. I'll put some pictures up of all the stuff that I've made. So there you go. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down. Let us know in the comment what you think, and I hope something was useful for you, and I will be back in another video soon. So thank you very much for watching, and ta-da!